What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday to you. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Your week's about to get a whole lot better, though, because I got some great salary cap news for the Baltimore Ravens to talk about on the top half of today's show. And then on the bottom half, we're going to look at the top available free agents. And, I'm going to give you 3 names I think the Baltimore Ravens could and should go after over the next coming weeks. Before that, though, we got to talk about this shot. Okay, Derek Queen at the buzzer, Colorado State fading to his left off the backboard and in for the win. And then in the postgame, when asked about why he's so confident, why he was confident with that shot, he said, "I'm from Baltimore. That's why." Then he quoted the Baltimore Ravens tweet earlier today and said, "Flock," with about 7 Ks on it. Derek Queen, you're a hero. The Terps are still dancing, as are my Tennessee Volunteers. But to show some love for Derek Queen, for the shot, for the shout out to the Charm City, go ahead, give this video a thumbs up and like it. Alrighty, let's get into the news. This is coming from Brian McFarland, Ravens salary cap. He tweeted this out saying the Ravens and Michael Pierce have adjusted his contract to allow them to transact his retirement post-June 1. The revision removed his $2 million roster bonus and his WO bonus. The revision created $745,000 immediately. There will be an additional $1.255 million after 6/1. So basically, let me just sum that all up by saying the Ravens right now, on their current cap number, got added $745,000, and then after June 1st, they get $1.25 million. Basically, what they adjusted with it is now he's going to remain on the roster and will turn in his retirement papers after June 1st. Let me clarify something, though, because I saw a lot of questions in the tweet about it. I've seen a lot of questions just on social media about it. Pierce is not a post-6/1 cut, right? You get 2 every single year in the offseason. 2 guys to designate as post-June 1st cuts. You'll be able to save a little bit more money with those post-June 1st cuts. However, you don't get to see any of that money until after 6/1, post-June 1st. Right now, Baltimore has one of those. It's Marcus Williams, right? They have said they're going to release him. He could sign with any other team he wants as of right now. However, Baltimore won't be able to see any of that money from releasing him until after the 1st of June. The second post-June 1st cut has still yet to be decided. Michael Pierce is not that. Basically, all that's happening is he's going to sit where he is right now. He's going to enjoy retirement. And then June 2nd, he'll turn in his retirement papers, save the Baltimore Ravens a little bit of more money. My thought for that second post-June 1st cut, I would love it to be Justin Tucker. Okay? I would love it to be Justin Tucker because as of right now, there haven't been a ton of updates in his allegations and the, conduct violations that he is facing, both legally in the United States and from the National Football League. However, with the massive step back he took in 2024, added with everything that's been going on in the offseason, and then the third part of, you'd say $4.2 million if he's a post-6/1 cut, to me, it just makes a little bit of too much sense, okay? So you got Marcus Williams already. I would add in Justin Tucker there and get you an extra $4.2 million. Let me know in the comment section down below, should the Ravens cut Justin Tucker? Do you agree with me? If so, give me a yes in the comment section. If you think no, if you wanted to remain on this roster no matter how much money you could save, go ahead, get in the comments and give me a no. Not the only cap update we've got for the Baltimore Ravens. Another one from Brian McFarland saying, quarterback Cooper Rush's 2-year deal has a base value of $6.25 million, $3 million in incentives each year. He received a signing bonus of $2.745 million, base salary $1.255. There's a $750,000 roster bonus, but the biggest number there is his 2025 cap number is $1.904 million. So again, every contract that they've done so far in this offseason has been very cap compliant. They put a lot of void years in the Ronnie Stanley's contract. Lower his cap number. It's about $5 million this next year. They did the same thing with the void years, right? Added 3 void years to Cooper Rush's deal. He's only a $1.904 million cap hit. Pat Ricard's not a big one, right? Every single thing that they've done so far has been to keep the cap space from dipping down below what it is already, which is $13.06 million. And they've had to work to get it there, okay? We all know this. They just cleared up $13 million in cap space last week or 2 weeks ago by restructuring Marlon Humphrey's deal. So if they wouldn't have done that, your Baltimore Ravens right now, they'd be over the cap. But they're not. The good thing about cap space is I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's fake. However, it's very easily manipulated. This number's $13 million right now. In 2 hours, it could be $26 million. By the end of this week, it could be $40 million. Or it could be $2 million over the cap. This number is ever changing. They can fluctuate. They can change it very, very easily. But it's obvious they're trying to save money by adding these void years to Cooper Rush's deal and by postponing Michael Pierce's retirement till after June 1st. And there's 3 reasons to save money if you're this team. Number 1 is to make a big move. Whether that's signing a free agent, which I don't know how big of a move that is. Whether that's trading for somebody, Trey Hendrickson, trading, signing him to a contract, right? I don't know. I'm just speculating. That's the number 1 reason to save a lot of money, is if you got a big move on the horizon. Number 2 and 3, they kind of go hand in hand together. Tyler Linderbaum, Kyle Hamilton, cornerstones on both your offensive and defensive sides of the football, they are most likely due for extensions. I think Kyle Hamilton is going to reset the safety market. I think Tyler Linderbaum, he's not going to be the highest paid center when it's all said and done. He'll be top 4 guaranteed. Okay, so that's a lot of big money that this team's going to have to cough up and probably will cough up over the next couple of months. Coming up, we got a lot more to talk about. I got some top NFL free agents. I'll give you 3 names that I want the Baltimore Ravens to look at and possibly add to this roster before 2025. But before that, something you need to add to your roster, your closet roster, is this Ravens polo that you can get for 40% off. Shout out to the sponsor of today's video, our friends over at Fanatics. Go to chatsports.com/RavensPolo. You can snag this thing 40% off. If you look at this next picture of it, right, you can see it's just clean, it's sleek, it's gray, it's got the Ravens logo, nothing on the back, super comfortable to wear. As it gets into April, May, June, we all know the weather gets a little bit warmer up in Baltimore. It's only $33 to look your best, feel your best, and support the best right here. So chatsports.com/RavensPolo, that's where you need to go. The link to that promo is in the comments, and it's also in the description of today's video. Let's start with our number 1, my number 1, top free agent still available, Za'Darius Smith, edge rusher, formerly with the Detroit Lions, started last season with the Cleveland Browns. The Lions made the trade for Smith after the Aiden Hutchinson injury, and Smith had a phenomenal season in 2024 with both teams, okay? If you look at the numbers, 35 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 9 sacks, and also 60 quarterback pressures. That would have led this team in 2024, okay? And I've talked about this before. I'm going to continue to talk about it. This is a theme in Baltimore, right? Getting older, aging edge rushers and kind of giving their career a little bit of a revival. Kyle Van Noy, right? Before he came to Baltimore, he had never had a double-digit sack season. He just had one. Jadeveon Clowney had the best season in his career last year, or I guess in 2023 with the Ravens. And then Justin Houston from years back, right? This team has done this before. I would love to see a Za'Darius Smith reunion. I think he'd be incredible in this defense. We all know what a help pass rusher is to a defense in general, but especially when this team doesn't have one that I think anybody is overly confident in. They got a lot of good pass rushers. I don't know if they have a great one, okay? And I don't know if Za'Darius Smith is that great one, but I think he could help 100%. What would you do? Let me know in the comments section. Should the Ravens sign Za'Darius Smith? Give me an S for sign. Give me a P for pass. Let me know what you're doing in the comment section. I'm typing S, but now it's not my turn. It's your turn. Let's talk about the next one. Stephon Gilmore, cornerback most formerly with the Minnesota Vikings. The year prior to that, he had a great season with the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the thing about Stephon Gilmore, and we'll talk more about this in just a little bit, but he's older. Okay, he's 34 in about 6 months, so about the start of the NFL season, he's going to be 35. And he's coming off of a fine season in Minnesota, a 60.4 coverage grade, 9 pass breakups, interception, 56 tackles, right? I'm not saying he's going to come in here and he's going to have the best season of his career and he's going to lock down every single player. Jamar Chase that lines up against him twice a year. DK Metcalf that might line up against him twice a year. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying you got to take a look at who they've got in the room right now, and you got to realize that a 34, 35-year-old Stephon Gilmore is probably not a bad option. Okay, I love Nate Wiggins. I love Marlon Humphrey. TJ Tampa, I don't know yet, right? We've only seen him at Iowa State. We saw him in a couple preseason games. We don't know what he's going to be as a pro, and right now he is a starter. He's a starter on this team. And everybody else on that roster that you saw, just their names, not their pictures, they're unrestricted free agents. You got 3 players in this depth chart as a quarterback as of right now. So yes, Stephon Gilmore is old. He's about to be 35. However, I still think he can be a solid starter in this league. He might struggle against the best wide receivers in the league, but he's smart. He knows how to play this game. And where he lacks in, speed, physicality, all of those things that the younger players excel in, I think he makes up for with just his football IQ. Let's round this one out with Calais Campbell. Number 3 on this list. I would not be surprised if we got a retirement announcement from Calais Campbell over the next couple of weeks, He's going into year 18. In year 17, he still played some incredible football. He's a guy that's been in this building before. I know at the end of the season last year when the rumors came out that Miami, if they didn't make the playoffs, might be releasing Calais Campbell so he could sign on to a playoff team. I know the rumor mill was pinning him with the Baltimore Ravens, and I love that. I thought it would have fit then. I still think it'll fit now, okay? When you look at the front 5, it needs a little bit more depth. I think Calais Campbell could be that. He had a great year last year with the Dolphins. I think he's still got some left in the tank, even in year 18. We're going to round this one out with some honorable mentions. 5 guys that I didn't want to put in my top 3, but I'd still be pretty excited if the Baltimore Ravens gave them a run, gave them a look at. Rasul Douglas, cornerback, formerly with Buffalo. Asante Samuel Jr., cornerback with the Los Angeles Chargers as of most recent. Justin Simmons, Matthew Judon, 2 Atlanta Falcons that I still think have a lot of run left in them, especially Justin Simmons. And then Von Miller. I don't know if he's got much left in the tank. I wouldn't mind taking a flyer, doing a 1-year. What do you think? Do like $8 million contract with Von Miller? Probably somewhere around there. I think that would, could have a little bit of upside for Baltimore. Before we get out of here, and before I get out of here, before you get out of here, don't close out with this video before hitting that sub button. We're bringing you the best coverage this entire off season. We've given you a video every single day since the second the season ended, and we'll be doing that all the way through the next 6 months until the next season begins. Don't miss out. Subscribe right now.